Don't hit the pole this time, Candice. Howdy everyone. It's 11:30 and it's so cloudy today. And like it was raining this morning, and I'm supposed to be doing a brand deal with Dunkin', a second part of their new refreshers that come out, but it's so cloudy and I just don't feel like doing it. You know what I mean? And I'm actually headed to Target to go get cleaning supplies because according to my boyfriend, my apartment is so dirty and he sent me the number of his housekeeper, so now I'm kind of really offended actually, because is my apartment really dirty? I feel like I clean it all the time, like I'm always vacuuming and stuff. So I'm headed to Target to get some stuff to clean, and that's what I'm doing today. It's the perfect activity I feel like for a rainy day because I don't really want to leave the house. Like, what do you do on a rainy day? Like you usually like watch movies and stuff. Today's definitely a soup day, but I'm gonna reward myself with soup after I'm done cleaning. That's what I'm headed to do right now. This week has been hectic. I know in my last video I was like, oh, new video will be up Monday or Tuesday, and now it's Wednesday and I'm just filming. I'm sorry, I honestly don't have excuse except for that I've actually been really busy. Car is turning. Really, you fuckface? You know what, we're being nice. I have anger problems when driving, not kidding, you know, just gotta spit it out. So remember when I was like, oh, going to get cleaning supplies, blah blah blah. Well, I just finished cleaning like my entire apartment minus Ben's room, and it's 2:15. So I've been cleaning since I got home at 12, so 2.5 hours almost. Holy shit balls. Maybe Nick was right, my apartment was more of a mess than what I thought. It wasn't that it was a mess, everything was picked up, but just it was dusty. Like the floors were just kind of gross. The floors are what was gross, honestly. So that's what took forever. I literally got like on my hands and knees and cleaned it. Finally freaking done. Today is the day I can remove my tattoo. It's been 4 days, so I can take the sticker off, which I'm so happy about. Actually, this topic came up. I saw it in a YouTube comment. I saw it like multiple times, just like talking about it. It was a big thing in The Bachelorette, which you guys know I watch. I feel like recently it's been such a big time to be so sex positive, especially with women. I feel like somehow guys can get away with talking about sex, even in songs. Like there's guys will talk about sex so much and like different girls are with, blah blah blah. This is a lot harder to get off than I thought. The second a girl does it, it's like, oh, that's trashy. Like when WAP came out, I remember people were like, oh, this is so trashy, all this stuff. Just because a girl says it doesn't mean it's a bad thing, or like all of a sudden it's so trashy that it can't be played or people are disturbed by it. I just really don't understand that whole stigma around it. I mean, just as much as guys, girls are having sex as well. Girls can enjoy sex. I don't think there's any shame in liking sex or even talking about sex in the first place. Yeah, I get like don't share your full deepest secrets and like what you do in bed, you don't need to share every detail. I think it's so important to make it people realize sex is okay and you can like sex, or even like vibrators and stuff. I feel like people don't chat about vibrators or having them. Like I have vibrators, I have multiple, and I don't think anything's wrong with that. People need to know that it's okay, especially young girls, I feel like, because it's like such a hidden thing. I feel like society made it tell people you have a vibrator, don't say things, you gotta have this clean image per se, but like F that. No, girls are allowed to enjoy sex just as much as guys. Literally sex, because a guy can sit and talk about with his dudes like, oh yeah, F this girl, thought this and this, or have this many hoes in my room, and then the second a girl talks about sex, like for instance like WAP, Ariana Grande song Side to Side, it's like, oh, such a bad thing. But it's like, no, literally people talk about so much worse. Especially if you're younger watching me, I hope, you know, yeah, I'm not like crazy talking about what guy did what with, but I want y'all to know it's okay to chat and talk about it, and just like nothing's wrong with sex at all. It's like time to be more expressive with yourself and like with everyone, you know. I think it's just an important thing as a society for us to accept that it's okay we all do this. It's okay if you use your vibrator. It's okay if you hook up with a guy after you're like, oh, I don't actually like him. It's okay to hook up with someone that you met on the first night. That's fine. I don't think we're here to like question anything or other people's decisions. If someone wants to sleep with someone the first night of them meeting them, then go ahead. Like, how does it affect me? It doesn't affect anyone. I don't get why we're so negative about, not we, but as a society, it's just very double standard. If a guy gets a girl on the first night, it's like, oh hell yeah, you're like so sick bro, blah blah blah, or whatever the hell guys say, I don't even know. If a girl does it, it's instantly like, oh, she's a slut, or she's easy in bed. It's just, it's so stupid. God, sorry, I'm like ranting, but like, time to be more sex positive between anyone, whether what you identify as. Why is us as society gonna judge anyone on what they do in sex? Because it's none of our problems. It doesn't affect us, so why do we care? I learned a thing in church, which I know a lot of people aren't religious, whatever, but like this applies to anything. You can't sit and judge a life that you never lived. I don't know what that person went through. Who am I to judge it? It's like the same idea of like, why am I gonna sit here and judge someone whether they have sex or if they don't have sex? Because people also put a judgment around like virgins. It's like so stupid. Whether you want to have sex, you don't want to have sex, I think we should all be very positive around it. It's like such a stigma around women and sex. Things should be open, you know? I don't know. I'm just ranting, but like, I thought about that and I was like, this is so stupid. It's a little red, but it'll go down. It's just because I pulled the sticker off. That's my rant about being sex positive. Welcome to the page where you are accepted by anything you do or do not do. Not anything. I'm not gonna accept you if you're an asshole or like you murdered someone. But you guys know what I'm trying to say. It's time to eat now. And I actually posted on my Instagram. I do this very often. I'll put a little question thing up so people can send me recommendations. So I asked like what kind of soup I should get, and let's read through and see if anything really intrigues us. Broccoli and cheddar. No, because I can't eat cheese. Lentil, not too bad. Don't know if that's my vibe though. Chowder, cheddar, broccoli. Neapolitan. What's Neapolitan soup? Chicken and rice. Nah, kind of a little basic. Tomato and garlic. Pho sounds so good right now actually. Ramen, that too. Any type of Asian soup instantly like is amazing and just so much better than anything else. Anything other than just like basic like chicken noodle soup is honestly better. Like a tomato bisque sounds really good too. So I think I'm gonna have to choose between the Asian type of soup, or should I do like a tomato, like some type of like tomato bisque or some type of squash or something. Okay, what should it be? I feel like I'm gonna end up going with ramen just because I always go to ramen. Like ramen's just so freaking good. But I want to change it up today. I think I'm gonna change it up and not do ramen, not do an Asian soup. I think I'm gonna do some type of bisque, okay? I'm gonna do it. Count on this. I'm gonna get out of my little phase. I'm gonna try something different. I went with ramen. I know I said I wasn't gonna do it. I was just looking up different soups and you know, ramen just kind of stood out. That shit looked so good, so I ordered it. Apparently it's one of the best ramen places in LA. I mean, it better be because it's $19 a bowl, so if it's not good, that shit's gonna suck. I feel like you can't really go wrong with ramen. It either just like doesn't have a lot of flavor. I just hope it's pretty banging. Obviously it's so much better than the packets, but like you can get a packet for $1 and I'm sitting here spending 20 bucks on ramen. This shit better be made of gold. We got the goods. Okay, let's do a little unboxing slash taste test first on camera. It's looking good in there. It's got the egg, the pork, the noodles. They do their noodles smaller, which is different. I never had noodles this small. And then the broth. This is pretty small for a $20 ramen. I thought it would be bigger, to be honest, but you know, we're not complaining. This is what it looks like so far. Looking pretty tasty. Let's try the broth first because that's the most important thing. Oh, the broth is good. This is gonna be a good ramen. Oh yeah, this is good. This is an A+ ramen. Pork is A+ too. This is really good. I just feel like it should be a little bigger. That's my one thing. But this is pretty banging. Pretty happy. I'm very satisfied with my soup purchase. I'm laying in bed because that ramen really hurt my stomach. Obviously ramen's like super fatty. It just didn't sit well with me, especially since that was the first meal I had. I shouldn't have done that for the day. I'm sitting here. I have my candle lit. I got my water, which has liquid IV in it. I absolutely love liquid IV. I have a code for you guys, so if you want to get some percentage off, use my code. I think I'm gonna watch some Netflix. When my stomach hurts, which it has a lot recently, I get so affected by food nowadays because I cut so much out of my diet. Whenever I eat something that's like semi bad for you, my body just freaks out and doesn't know what to do, which is so effing annoying because I love eating this kind of stuff. But me getting stomach aches made me not want to eat it, which is kind of a good thing because then like I'm not eating bad, but also like your girl wants to treat herself. I'm watching Rain. Actually, it's like a period piece. I ran out of things to watch, so I started watching Rain and now I'm on episode 16. I just started this last week, so it's addicting, obviously. And I love period pieces, even though it's super cheesy. The drama and the romance, it's like kind of fun. It's kind of a guilty pleasure. It's later in the night. I just made some cinnamon toast and I'm also making the simple syrup for my limoncello I made like 2 weeks ago. Do you guys remember that? It's finally time to drain the lemons and the peels out. Just having a little snack because I'm not having dinner. I know so bad I just ate ramen today, but it hurt my stomach so bad, so I'm just having some toast. But yeah, that's my day. I know it was like kind of chilled out a lot because it was just a rainy day and I didn't feel like doing anything. I'm trying to get back to 3 videos a week. I know I've been lacking the past 2 weeks, but I'm trying to get back to it, so make sure you turn on your notifications, follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.